Hello everyone, my name is Olanite Additional. I'm the lead principal partner at Holland Tech, and I'm a core artificial intelligence researcher. So I will advise everyone out there to remember that the only thing constant is change, and we're in the era where you as a consumer, you have to adapt to that change, and that change is technology. And ConsumerHallaTV has come to showcase the need for technology in today's practice as a consumer on one end and as a consumer stakeholder on the other end. Either you have a product you're pushing out there, ConsumerHallaTV is available for you to tell you the best approach to go on how to use technology to drive a product, and as a consumer, how to use technology to analyze the best product that will satisfy and give you the best of the thing. So stay tuned, join us regularly, keep getting the latest updates and the best service a consumer can get on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at ConsumerHallaTV. Thank you very much, and we always have you the best of information. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Oluwafemi Peter Oladele. I'm a medical laboratory scientist and the chairman for the Young Medical Laboratory Scientists Forum for Lagos State. I'm encouraging you to always be on this platform, the ConsumerHallaTV, for everything consumer related, where you get information about the market, about brands, and all things around that. I promise you it's very engaging, very enlightening. Knowledge is power. Stay connected on all social media platforms, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.
My name is Dr. Ajibade, Media and Insights Manager at Rights Representative, and I'm on ConsumerHallaTV, and I want you to watching this TV because this is a consumer advocacy TV. Anything have to do with consumers, anything have to do with your complaints, any issues that you have concerning anything, this is a platform that you can come to actually air your opinion. And you can follow them on all social media platforms, and also on YouTube. ConsumerHallaTV, the best channel for you.
Hey, hello, this is Alex Afolalu. I'm a property lawyer in Nigeria, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. If you are having any consumer rights issues or your consumer rights have actually been violated, always make effort to reach out to ConsumerHallaTV. They are go-to person. They're actually going to help you. They're going to connect you with the right channel to actually help you solve any consumer violation issues or problems you are actually having. So ConsumerHallaTV is the name.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofe Koforola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, may go make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHallaTV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. you want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives, join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
You deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, it's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new movie release, update, and Screen Time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen Time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Food is an essential part of the human life. It is a very necessary thing that makes sure that our body operates at the full capacity. Welcome back, consumers. It's a beautiful day and it's my favorite day of the week. And you know what that means. It is Market Day on ConsumerHalla TV. As we all know, Market Today is a show where we explore different markets for different commodities, daily commodities that the consumers cannot do without. Talk about food items, talk about clothing, talk about gadgets, talk about cosmetics. It constitutes every commodity that the consumer cannot do without. Today we are live at Ojuoye Market at Mushin, and we are here to see what the provision store has for us. What can you get in every provision store? Talk about spaghetti, talk about macaroni, talk about your food items that you can get, drinks, and every other items that you can get here. My name is Uwoke Peace. Come with me. Let us check out Ojuoye Market in Mushin for today. Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, my sister.
How are you today?
I'm fine. You too, girl?
I'm fine, thank you. So, ma, can you tell me your name and what you sell in this market?
My name is Balikis Adejoke Amo. I'm dealing with soap here.
Okay.
Powder soap, washing soap, bathing soap.
So I see that you have detergents, you have bar soap from Tetmosol to Premier to Eva to sugar. That is sugar, yeah? Okay, so ma, can you tell me the prices of these items that you have here? You have the Dudus, you have Clean, you have Good Mama, you have detergents, different types of detergents over here. So can you walk me through the prices of each of these items?
However, the pack is 2.4 in Noses price. The top soap is 2.5. Premier Cool is 2.2. Let's talk about 2.2 is 5,000 naira by 6.
Okay.
Those detergents, can see ever the big one is 1.5. The biggest ever of the detergents is 3.5. You understand? Like this one now. The bar soap 3, we can say 3 is 1.9.
Okay.
By the front of the in pack. That is why we are selling it. You understand? Okay. 12 is 5,000 naira. So because of those smaller is buying it, they will resell it. You understand? This one too. Wave, the big one is 1.4 by 4. The smallest one by 6 is 1,000 naira. So that is how we are selling it.
So in a row, how many is in a roll of detergent?
Is many inside detergent. Some will be like 50. This one is small one.
Okay.
Inside you can see 55.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
You get many type of sizes.
Okay.
Understand? This one now, you can see they are calling it by 80.
80.
I cannot talk how many is inside. This one is 170 gram. Understand?
Yes.
All of it, you get many type of sizes.
Yeah.
Cannot talk about it much. You get many type of sizes inside.
I mean, let's also talk about, you said this one by 3. But if you were to sell this one, just a single one for me, how much would you sell it for?
700.
This is 700 naira. 700 naira. Okay. So let's move away from, because you have detergents here, you have soap. Why are you selling sugar? Why are you selling toothpaste?
I have to sell it.
Why?
You know,
what brings
many
about that diversity?
people come and buy soap.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
They will buy toothpaste.
Okay.
Those smaller people come and buy market and resell it.
Yeah.
When they buy soap, they will have soap. Do you have toothpaste? They will buy it. You know, see, they will have some sugar. It's like we selling milk or biscuits.
Yeah.
So you have to say, when you are selling biscuits, if you have chance, you can sell milk.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's why I'm selling it together.
Okay, so how much do you sell the toothpaste for?
Toothpaste.
What type of toothpaste do you even have here?
We have Close Up, we have Shako, we have Abba.
Okay, so tell me the price of the close up of the charcoal and the herbal one.
See, this Judo,
Yes.
this one is now, the pack is 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Abba, the pack is 2.5.
2.5. Okay.
This Close Up now, the The pack is 500 naira.
500 naira.
That is how we are selling
So
it.
if I want to buy just one single one from the charcoal, let's say I want to buy one, how much will it be?
It's 1,000 naira. You
1,000
can sell it
naira.
1,000 naira. You can sell it 900.
So okay, now we've moved away from close up, we've moved away from the toothpaste. Let's go to sugar. How do you sell sugar?
Sugar paint is 7,000 naira.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are signing it. We can sell the size one 100 naira. We sell it 31,000. The small one, we are signing it 15 naira. We sell the pack. The 13 is 500 naira. So that is why we are selling it.
So for the sugar, do you resell to people?
So,
or
I
people
will
that
sell
want to
resell it again.
resell again?
That is how I'm selling it.
That's how you sell it.
Yes.
But if I want to buy for myself, I wanted to buy for myself now. I can't just buy a single one from you.
You can't buy one.
You can't buy. I can't buy one.
You can't buy one.
So you won't sell one to me.
So
Okay. Well, so how long have you been in this business?
let me say, I changed my business.
You change
You
your
understand?
business.
It's only December I started.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not dealing with soap before.
Okay.
You
So
understand?
you just started
I
this.
just started it.
Okay.
Yes.
And how has it been for you?
It's doing fine.
It's very fine. Okay. So let's talk about the challenges. I mean, I know you just started, but have you faced anything that's proven to make this market a little bit difficult for you?
I faced a lot before I start this market.
Okay, ma'am.
But now I'm praying I should not face a challenge again. You understand?
Yes.
That is what I can say.
Thank you so much for your time. I wish you sales.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, my dear.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so can you tell me your name and what you sell in this market?
My name is Ngozi.
Okay.
I'm selling food stuff.
So, Mrs. Ngozi, okay, I said that you have tomato paste, you have spaghetti, you have spices, so you have macaroni. So, can you just tell me, you sell food items, supplementary food items and major food items that we use to cook. So, can you just tell me the prices of some of these items you sell, these food items you sell?
Yeah, like spaghetti for pack, 18.5 for pack. Spicy for pack, 15.5. But if you buy one, I can sell one.
So, how much do you sell one?
Spaghetti one, 950. Spicy 700 per one roll. So wholesale price. So macaroni the same thing, 950.
950.
Yeah.
So what about the sweet corn, the green pea, the green beans?
Yeah.
One? So
Depend the one you want. Different varieties. Green giant pack 12,000. Sweet corn pack 15.5. Wholesale price.
So how much is Tasty Tom packets?
Packets.
Yeah, the carton.
The carton 72.
72.
Yeah.
What about Gino?
Gino, I can give you 74.
74.
Yeah.
So why is the price different?
Yeah, different content.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you buy them from? The spices, the spaghetti, the macaroni. Where do you get them from? Who do you buy from?
For company.
From the company.
Yeah.
Directly from the company.
Yeah.
So we you say that your items, what you sell, are affordable.
Yeah.
They're affordable.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in this business?
I'm not rich. 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
And this is what you've basically been selling.
Yeah, exactly.
And how has it been for you?
It has been good.
That's been good.
Yes. Because everybody will eat. No matter anything you can show, you go shop. Yes.
So I said that you have hot pepper here. Now, if I wanted to buy a roll of hot pepper, how much would you sell it to me?
I'm selling it 500.
500 naira.
Yeah.
But can you sell just a single sachet for me?
No. Now what's that price?
Now what's the price?
Yes.
Okay, what about the bama? The mayonnaise? Yeah.
But I can sell roll, but I can't sell pieces.
You can't sell pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, so can you tell me your name and what you sell in this market?
I'm Israel. So I sell drink, juice, and alcoholic.
Okay.
So that's what I sell.
That's what you sell. You are in the drinks business. Okay, so can you tell me some of the drinks you have here? You said you sell the alcoholic and the non-alcoholic one, then
Yes.
you sell juice too.
Yes.
So can you tell me some of the drinks you have here?
I have Action Bitter. I have Chivita product.
Okay.
Then I have Guinness Malt. So
Okay.
so rest of them.
You have varieties of drinks.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So just without taking much of your time, just tell me the prices of some of the drinks you have here. You have Maltina, you have Viju Milk, you have Fresh Oil, you have Action Bitters, you have the Maltina, the canned one.
Okay, come to like Visual Milk. We sell at a rate of 5.3.
Okay.
Martina will sell Martina Pet. You know, we have Martina Pet and can. Martina
Yeah.
Pet will sell 5.2. Then the can 12.3.
Okay.
So come to hot. Action Bitter, the sachet one for carton is 15,000 naira for now.
50,000.
Yes, so that's the amount we sell.
Okay. So this is a type of drink. It's called Jingami.
Yeah.
Okay. So and I see that it's a herbal mix. So how much do you sell this herbal mixture for?
That this ginger me, right?
Yeah.
This one carton is 5.5.
5.5.
Yes.
How much do you sell Perus?
Very scan, right?
Yeah.
12.5.
12.5.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the Fresh Yo products. I'm seeing different Fresh Yo products here.
We have only pet and the Jody pet, medium size and the sachet.
And the sachet.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so how much is the sachet? How much is the plate?
The pet is 5.8.
5.8.
So it's not much.
Okay,
The
what
price
about the
is
sachet?
The sachet is I sell 3,000 to 9. So it depends. So
Okay, Mr. Israel, can you tell me where do you get some of these items? So where do you buy? Who is the supplier? Where do you get them from?
I get them from some of them is from company direct. So
Okay.
I got some of them from distributors.
And buying from distributors, does it affect how you sell to customers? Does it affect the price?
It doesn't affect because normally I will negotiate the price with them. If it is pay me, then I will buy from them. So I don't buy what that will affect the price I give to my customers.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, how long have you been in this business?
I've been in this business more than 7 years now.
More than 7 years. And is it inside this market?
Inside this market.
Inside this market.
Yes.
So do you think you have loyal customers? People that will always buy from you?
A few of them is loyal.
Okay.
So,
okay. You have few loyal customers.
yes.
Okay. Mr. Israel, is there any challenge you face in this market that affects how you buy and how you sell?
You just know all this kind of market. Sometimes the price is not the price that you fix that other people be selling. Some people man use like 15 naira, even 100 naira to say just to maintain their customers. So such all this a competition issue. So such a thing always affects this business, you understand?
Yeah. So okay, my last question for you. Compared to last year, would you say that the prices, comparing this year now and last year, would you say that the prices of the drinks you sell, are they stable or do you think it has gone higher?
No stable at all. Sometimes it might go higher, sometimes it might come down.
Come down.
Yes.
And when it goes higher, how do you explain to your customers that it has gone higher?
Always try to let them know how it is. So some of them will understand. Some of them will thought you are the one adding the money, increasing the price. So that's it.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, Ma, can you tell me your name and what you sell in this market?
My name is Yemisi Ajewole.
Okay.
I'm market of Ojuwoye.
Yeah. So what do you sell in Ojuwoye market?
I'm selling biscuits, all the biscuits, everything, and custard pie, and so I'm selling it.
So it's a provision store.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a lot of biscuits over here. I feel like if I'm even going home, I should take one with me. Okay, Ma. How much do you sell? I see that you sell in cartons.
Yes, it's carton price.
Wholesale price. So let's talk about the prices. How much do you sell them?
Oh, sure.
The ones you can tell me.
That's the coaster.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm selling it is 4.2.
Okay.
The small one, I'm selling 31, 32. It depends the market age is, so I'm selling like that.
Yeah.
And Norios, I'm selling it 4.1. Paligi 3.1. And top 3.1. Chichoke. So I'm selling that one 6.4, 6.3. So that's it. Good time 2.1. All the butter cookies with the Kems Kaka is 4.2. So yes. So all those biscuits up, that one is Alakowe biscuits, the maternity digestive. I'm saying it's 4.2, up 4.2. So that chichoke, the strawberry, I'm selling it for 6.4. The banana 3.2, 3.1. So.
Why is the price is different? Is it because of the flavor?
Yes, that the flavor of the strawberry is moving than the banana.
Oh, so people buy the strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
they buy. So.
What about custard price? That you have custard price.
Custard price, my own is 6,000 naira. That the green one is moving fast as the blue one. So
the green one
is moving.
So how much is the green one?
It's 6,000 naira.
6,000. What about the blue one?
Blue one is 5. That blue one can sell at 5,000 or 5.2. That's it.
So you mentioned that some flavor sells better than the other. So when you want to stock up, do you stock up based on the flavor that people buy more, or you just stock up generally?
I will buy that. You know, say some people now will tell you, say, if you want to buy this one, it's how they move for market. You buy this, you join to push it.
Yeah.
So that one, you say, if you see coaster now, the other night I tell her, say, no buy Kem. If you don't buy coaster, you cannot buy it. That's the coaster. You know, so coaster is moving down, and so I will take this one, sell coaster. I will take him to buy it because it's moving in the market. That's the bellows now. The same thing. This game is the same thing. So that's all. You don't have choice. If you want to buy 5 cartons, the moving one, you can push, but you don't get choice. You will buy it no more because we sell it. So that's it.
So okay, at what season do you sell most?
Season?
Yes.
Season December time, January. It's moving market, especially December, November, December, January. Yeah. So it's big. Yes, for the market. Yes.
Ma, can you tell me how long have you been in this business?
They don't tell. They don't tell.
So it's not like 5 years, 10 years, 7 years.
It's not 10 years.
Wow.
I don't pass 30 years for this market.
Wow. And
I bought for my first one. I had to pay it for inside. My first one now is a big guy. So.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, ma. Is there any challenge challenges that you face in this market, that affects how you buy and how you sell?
Challenges different, because if you buy market, maybe the market is no more. Say if you owe person, say you won't collect money, so say the market the gain is see 200 naira, then the expenses they do it pass, not be say the gain and now they take is but now they pray for God say make He help us. That's it. So no way. Say no pay, no gain. If you person for you can rise up. That's the market.
That's good. That's really good. Let's talk about last year. Compared to last year, if we compare today now, this present month, and we compare it to last year's sales, do you think the economy is stable? The prices are they stable or are they high?
No, it is stable now.
It's very stable now.
Yes.
And are your customers happy about it?
Yes. No go on, no, just day as day.
It's okay now. Okay, so tell me the most affordable item I can buy right now. Let's say I have on a budget of maybe 2,000, 3,000. Which biscuits can I buy and take home with me? Yes.
You buy this Paligi.
Yes.
This one, that Paligi, you buy at 3,000. We can't buy them, it's 3,100, 3,200, but you should buy them 3,000. And the top, this top, this one, 3,000. Big key, 3,000. Yes, you can buy it. Yes.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Thank you, I'm fine too. So ma, can you tell me your name and what you sell? What do you do in Ojuwoye market?
My name is Blessing Joseph.
Okay.
I sell oil in large quantity, palm oil and groundnut oil.
In large quantity?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you, explain the quantities you have available, the ones you sell? How do you sell them?
We sell in drums, gallon, 5 liter, ever, and small ever. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the prices of each of these quantities you mentioned. The gallon, the drum, the small ever, the big ever. So let's talk about the prices.
The gallon is 450.
Okay.
Then 25 liters, we have gauge, we have fill up. Gauge, fill up is 58,000. White gauge is 52,000. Ever is 3,400. Small ever is 1,700.
Okay. What about drum?
Drum is 440.
440.
Yeah.
Okay, ma, let's talk about where you get them from. Who is your supplier? Where do you buy it from?
I go to the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they give it to you. They fill up your.
Yeah, we do go with large quantities of gallons.
Okay.
So we don't buy one drum or two. We buy in a large quantity.
Okay. But if you're buying from them, how much do you? Let's say how much is a gallon when you're buying from them?
I don't buy in gallon. We buy in drums.
You buy in drums.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much is a drum? Not every drum, but like a particular drum.
A drum is 440,000.
440,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So ma, how long have you been in this business?
Like 5 years now.
5 years now. And
Yeah.
how has it been for you?
It has been from glory to glory.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, ma. So who are the people that buy from you?
I have a lot of customers. God have been so faithful to me and my business.
Wow, that's good. Okay, so let's talk about the palm oil.
Okay.
Because what we talked about was the groundnut oil.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the palm oil. How do you sell?
We buy from bush.
Okay.
Yeah, they do bring from bush. At times Benin, at times Calabar, at times East.
Okay. So if I wanted to buy just one, the smallest ever or the big ever, just one, how much will you sell it for?
The small one is 1,700.
What about the big ever?
3,400.
3,400 naira.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think you have loyal customers that always buy from you?
Yeah, a lot.
Why do they always buy from you? What keeps them coming back?
when you are selling something that is good, you don't need to force somebody to buy. They buy because the thing is good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, with the grace of God,
Yes.
they are buying not because of my power, it's not because of the oil is good, but God is at work in my business.
Yes, that is very good, ma. Okay, so do you think there's any challenge that you face in this market that affects how you buy and sell?
In business is risk. You take risk, and you take challenge. You face it and you overcome it.
Yes, ma.
So at times they will say the oil is for me. There is water. I mean the palm oil. Some people is okay. I like it. Buy the type of oil you give me. Buy it. That one you gave me last. Still buy it. People, you can't please them. There are some people, their wear is too much. You can't please them. So that is it. In business, they must complain, and they will still buy.
They will still buy.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure you sell quality to your customers?
I'm all 24/7 available.
Always available.
Always
available. Okay, let's talk about last year's sales compared to this year's sales. Do you think the price is stable or is it higher now?
You can't predict price.
Yes.
At times it will go up, at times it comes down. So you can't predict. Some people that will be asking me, Angel, I want to do oil storage. How will I go through it? I'll say no. Just be buying. If you buy, you sell. Because at times this oil can make you rich. It can also make you poor. Some people they will buy. Instead of the thing to be going up, the thing will now be coming down. So that is it. It's better you buy, you follow the price. You buy, you sell, you buy, you sell. If the thing decrease, you reduce price. If the thing increase, you increase price.
Okay. So is there a period or a season where you think you make most sales, the most sales?
I always sell. I don't, if like they say Christmas time, people do sell. I sell every day. I sell every day. I don't have period. I don't have season. Each day is my season. Every day I sell like never before.
I like that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
To the consumer watching this, have you figured out your next buy? Because Ojuoye Market in Mushin has shown that whatever you need to buy, your daily food items are available based on your budget and the quantity you want to buy. It is not over, but until the next time, my name is Woke Peace, and this is Market Today on ConsumerHallaTV. You can catch us on ConsumerHallaTV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Until the next time, bye for now.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. Good morning, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us on Perspective, the breakfast show on ConsumerHallaTV, where we talk about all pressing and burning issues making the rounds. I am Ire Ayo Mikule Eke, and today will be quite special because I'm not the only one on the conversation this morning. Kike, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Now, thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
All right.
Actually.
Okay. I'm sure you're ready for the conversation.
I am. This is my first time on Perspective.
All right. Good
Let's
then.
go.
Let's kickstart. On today's edition of Perspective, we'll be decal a bit because we'll be looking into the crucial role of a medical laboratory scientist in the fight against the antimicrobial resistance. And the medical laboratory scientists are key players in fighting antimicrobial resistance, AMR, I beg your pardon. They use tests like microscopy, culture, and the susceptibility to test the identify pathogens, which are the bacterium, virus, or other microorganisms that can cause disease, and also to guide treatment and track the resistance patterns. This helps preserve the antibiotic effectiveness and protect the public health. Simple actions like seeking proper diagnosis and avoiding self-medication, which can make a big difference. And for more insight on the conversation this beautiful morning, we have Mr. Oluwafemi Peters Oladele, who help us understand the importance of this conversation relating to our economy. It's a pleasure to have you, Mr. Peters. Thank you so much for joining us on the conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, then. You look dap.
Thank you.
All right, are you ready for the conversation?
Definitely.
All right, good. Now let's get into it. What are the most common misconceptions about AMR, and how can we address them in Nigeria?
So, the biggest one would be the common knowledge which we are driven by at the start of the word, which is that every ailment, every sickness is malaria or typhoid.
Yeah.
So this belief has driven us to everyone being physicians of their own. You'll see a mother who sees a child, I have a headache, I feel hot, and just runs to the chemist, to not even the pharmacy.
The chemist, like we call in Nigeria.
A chemist, just a roadside shop to get medication, anti-malaria, antibiotics, to just get them treated. And once they feel that, okay, this person, the fever has broken, no more headache, they stop the medication. And according to World Health Organization, it is funny to say that wellness is, or well-being is not just absence of disease. It's not just when you don't feel well. It's the complete and wholesome physical, mental, and social well-being. There are some people, they don't feel hot, they don't have fever, but then they are sick. They are mentally sick. So if you not say that, okay, it's only when you have fever that you're sick, it's a fallacy. So the major misconception is the fact that we do not understand that well-being or wellness is far beyond just absence of these symptoms.
Okay.
There are many diseases that might have the same symptom. Take, for example, the common cold.
Yeah.
Influence caused by maybe influenza, and also look at compare that with pneumonia, bacterial pneumonia. Though they do have the same catarrh, cough, and all that, but then if you use antibiotics for what you can just treat with by just resting, because your body make up has its own war machineries that fight these things, which are the white blood cells. So sometimes what we just need is rest, but then everything is malaria, typhoid. So I believe that with this understanding that not everything needs treatment first, and the right way, how do you know that your the cause of your car's fault if you don't take it to a mechanic to diagnose it?
Exactly.
So we just see ourselves just doing things just because we feel like it.
I think we even take care of our cars more than we take care of ourselves, because we all know that you cannot just open your bonnet and start, going through it. But when it comes to our body, ourselves, which is actually the engine of life, we don't get to take care of it as much as we do other things in life. But before we continue on the conversation this morning, I want to actually understand what AMR is. What is antimicrobial resistance? What causes them? And the fact that many Nigerians may be familiar of, there is something that causes this particular thing, but they don't know what it is and how they can avoid it.
Okay. In simple terms, let's take, for example, someone comes to you and gives you a slap through this door. The next day, the person comes through this door and gives you the same slap. The third day, the person comes through this door and gives you the same slap. What would be your response? You might want to close the door to prevent that kind of assault. So antimicrobial resistance, in simple terms, is when the drug, which is the antibiotics, we use for bacteria, because antibiotics is for bacteria.
Okay.
So when you use antibiotics for a viral infection, it won't work. So antimicrobial resistance is this: the bacteria that does antibiotics are supposed to kill, they grow resistant. They create some kind of shell wall against the antibiotics that is being used.
Okay.
So that is the simple concept of what antimicrobial resistance is. So that is how this happens. So the general knowledge is this. We've seen that, you see people say that, okay, staph aureus, if you have this thing, staph aureus, you hear that this thing very commonly. And then when you see someone with maybe UTI, when you see someone with, maybe some people even STIs. I've seen a lady when I was doing my service. She just she told me that she was having some kind of feeling, and she brought out an antibiotics, just the one that she's been using before, and she just takes one or two, and she sees that she's feeling better. She leaves it.
Yeah, they continue the medication. Yeah, they don't finish the medication.
But then the thing is this: when you use antibiotics as prophylaxis, that is, you use it as a preventive measure. Or you
continuously use it.
Yes, it creates some kind of the bacteria. It kills some of them, while it immunizes some of them.
Okay, it
empowers them, so that when you use that drug subsequently, it won't work for that.
For the one you're what you're targeting it for anymore.
Yeah.
So I get that. That means that it's in common terms, it has killed all the good bacteria that's supposed to protect you when you're using the particular drug.
Yes, there is that. There is that.
Okay.
And there is the fact that when you're supposed to use, this is how it works. When you use a medication, it goes through processes.
Okay.
Your liver breaks it down, releases the active part of that drug into your system, and then it is transported to that target cell
where you're going to,
where it's needed.
Okay.
So what happens is that when you use that drug, and there's something we call bioavailability of the drug. So when you use that drug, it kills some of them. And that is why, and when it gets to a point, the availability of that drug in the system reduces.
Okay.
Which is why some people will tell you, use this drug twice in a day.
Oh, use once a day.
Yes, yes. So because it is believed that after like 9 hours or 12 hours, the concentration of that drug has reduced.
Okay.
So you need to replenish it.
Okay.
So that the the effect of the drug would continue. And that is why they tell you that, okay, use this for 5 days.
Exactly, in limited time, not stay on it for the rest of your life.
So use this for 5 days, but then you see people say after 2 days they feel well
and they stop it. Yeah, especially with malaria drugs. Nigerians, we do that a lot.
All right, interesting. Mr. Oluwafemi, I love those analyses. They are LD and they are sharp. Now, let's look into this. How can the medical laboratory scientists collaborate with healthcare professionals to optimize antibiotic use and reduce AMR?
Well, that's a very lovely question. I think we are doing better now compared to some 10 years ago, because medical practice now is working towards even personalized medicine. And what do I mean by that? We've come to understand the importance of collaboration in the healthcare space, in the medical space, where we see the importance of the doctor, with the importance of the pharmacist, the importance of the nurse, the importance of the medical laboratory scientist. Some years ago, we do not have that. I could remember when during my training as a medical laboratory scientist, I went to a doctor in our clinic then, and I told him that, see, I've done tests and I've seen that I have malaria. And the guy was like, who told you that? It's only it's testing that will tell you that you have malaria. I was like, what are you even saying? The only way you can confirm if you have an ailment is when you go through testing. And now, because you want to prove some kind of superiority complex, you're trying to talk me down. And at the end of that conversation, he was telling me that, do you know you can still go back and do medicine? I was like, that's even out of the point. But now we've come to understand the unique roles of each healthcare professional. So the role of the medical laboratory scientist is even beyond diagnosis. We even do surveillance. Because you cannot say that a drug is resistant except we tell you that it's resistant. Because in a climb like ours, 2 weeks ago, I was in a conference, a summit, Impact Africa Summit. And then they asked a question like, okay, how do you know the effectiveness of the drug and all that? And the first thing the physician said was that, see, the first thing that comes to mind when you talk about, when you see a drug not functioning, is that you've prescribed or you've used a fake drug.
There's that. There's that.
And there is drug resistant. So the first thing that comes to mind for a random physician who is not that deep is that maybe it's a fake drug. Let's try and get from another source. But then you cannot confirm that a drug is resistant if we have not told you that it's resistant. Because what we do in the lab is that we try to isolate the organism. We try to grow it in the lab. And then we test different drugs. We identify it that, okay, this is this, this is that. Then we try to test different drugs against that organism. And then we now track the one that is effective, the one that is not effective. We call it resistant drugs, and we now detect the ones that are sensitive.
So you're saying that it's not only antibiotics that can be resistant to somebody.
No.
There can be other drugs also that can be resistant to somebody, because I think in the last 3 years, antibiotics has been the forefront of conversations for medical practitioners about resistance, about how they will do surgeries for people and then they will try to treat some infections with antibiotics, and it doesn't work anymore. All because of the fact that the people, Nigerians, we tend to use a lot of antibiotics. I don't know who is prescribing it for us, but any little thing we are going to, just like a UTI you mentioned, most ladies will tell you, I'll use Flagyl 400 and then I'm good to go. You didn't go to the hospital to know whether you can use it. You didn't even know whether you can take injection for it, because a lot of people think a lot of people think infection is stereotype alone to sexually transmitted disease, whereas you can get UTI as a lady in a different form, but they don't know. Maybe they are shy to talk about that with their doctors. Maybe they don't want to be judged, because most of them will be like, why would I go to the hospital to go and tell a male doctor or a female doctor that I have? They'll be like, oh, maybe I am loose. You know, those are conversations that medical practitioners need to actually have with different people. They need to bring out this awareness that there's some illness that is not even associated to STI, but many people don't know that. You know, we are, according to maybe research or statistics, is common for women to actually have infection. Maybe because of where you are using your toilet, maybe the water you are using. You know, the first time I got a UTI infection, it was the water in where I served in Ibadan. It was a well water that I used, and I noticed it, and I'm like, I've never, you know, something that I've never noticed that before. I've never had a change in my body like that. So I called my father. You know, I called my father, like, Dad, this is, I was like, okay, go to the hospital. Somebody told me, a friend of mine told me to use Flagyl 400. I've never heard of Flagyl as 400 milligrams. I only know the Flagyl, and that Flagyl that we even use for stopping poo. It's not even a right medication for stopping poo. So I don't use it anymore. But if I tell my mom now that you don't use Flagyl, she'll be like, that's what they used to stop poo. I mean, there's a particular medication for poo, for you to stop your poo, for stooling. That's not it, but she doesn't listen. So I called my father, was like, no, go to the hospital, go and check what's wrong. Because I just explained my symptoms to my friend, my female friend, and she was like, no, just use Flagyl, that's it. So maybe she has gotten it a lot of time, because that was the first time I was getting it. So I had to go to the hospital, and when I got, they were like, oh, buy a grapefruit or a grape wine. Make sure you finish the whole bottle and just come for 2 days medication, 2 days injection. And I went, and in that 2 days, that was. And when I told her, I was like, "Are you sure it's gone?" Because I treat mine sometimes for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, you can see the difference of someone that went to the hospital. And the doctor even explained to me that sometimes if you take a lot of grape, or what they call it, this grape juice, it tends to help your bladder release more, because you are forcing your pee, it's not coming out. But then your bladder is full, but because of the fact that you have a little bit of obstruction, that is the reason why. So just make sure you always take grape fruit, or I can't remember the name of but it tastes like grape. But I remember I took that Eva wine or something, that red one. That's what he recommended for, and I don't think he even gave me any medication. It was just those 2 days injections, and that was it. But for my friend, it was a different experience entirely. So it could be that for her now, maybe she's already getting that resistance that you are talking about. But how can you be on that Flagyl is very bitter. So I don't know how they're using it for a whole, and she's telling me 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. So you're telling me I'm going to use like 3 sachet for like, because I'm treating something. No, that's not going to work for it. So that's why I'm very particular about. It's not now just about antibiotics. There are also other medications that you can actually develop resistance for.
Yes, there are actually other resistance is resistant. It can be to a viral drug. It can be to many kind of medications, any kind. But the most common one has been antibiotics.
Okay, because that's what is very common.
That is the most common one. And people just believe that if it has worked the first time, it will work the second time, which is not entirely true. The body has, take for example the UTI, the body has good microorganisms that actually protect you. But then when you use antibiotics indiscriminately, you kill them.
Those are the good bacteria I was talking about. Okay.
So you kill them, and then you allow for these bad microorganisms
to be playing ball.
All right, interesting. Mr. Olufemi, while making your analysis the other time, you made mention of the role of the laboratory, and you made mention of surveillance. Now, let me ask you, can you please elaborate on the role of surveillance in tracking resistant patterns and informing public health policies?
So, like I said the other time, we've had a lot of policies around antimicrobial resistance, which has helped also in preserving and protecting higher burden on our healthcare system. Because currently, you will talk about brain drain. I saw a consultant, I think nephrologist, saying that in the current statistics for consultant nephrologists is 1 to 1, is it 1 million in Nigeria? Now imagine a situation whereby, and what happens when antimicrobial resistance occurs and we do not track it down now, is that it increased hospitalization rate. People will keep on coming back and coming back and coming back to treat the same thing. And it increases the burden on our healthcare system. The same time a doctor would used to attend to like other people, they will keep on using it to attend to same persons. So we see that, and then we've had the role of the medical laboratory scientist to help the physician track down and know how to make their treatments more effective. So, like I said the other time, you cannot know if a drug is resistant if we do not tell you that it's resistant. We are the ones that know the pattern. We see it from the lab that, okay, after a while, and that is the reason for data. We have our data. So we see it from pattern that, okay, over a while, and for example, we have MRSA, which is the methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus, which is being tracked right now. That is the role of a medical laboratory scientist. So we see the pattern, we see the drugs that are being resistant to these things, and then we alert the policymakers that, see, these are the drugs that we've seen over time that is becoming resistant to this class of organisms. So it involved and it informs them of the kind of policies that can be taken to prevent these things. So in the National Action Plan it took effect from last year 2024 to 2028, over a 4 years period. There is the antimicrobial stewardship, which is a policy that promotes the prudent use of antibiotics in both human and animal. Do you know, shockingly, that one of the major contributors for drug resistance,
this particular question,
is from animal.
I wanted to ask about agriculture, livestock.
That's
where my question is going to come from, because it's very, like, I'm aware of the fact that the medication they use in treating what we ingest can also cause a lot of antibiotic deposits in our body. So I wanted to ask you that. I wanted you to even explain in great detail how that's, because a lot of Nigerians consume chicken, beef, pork, stuff like that, and these are the medication that these what will I say? Will I say the owners of this poultry, they don't even have the knowledge. It's not as they have a veterinary doctor that is taking care of their livestock. They just let me just put antibiotics. Let me grind it into the water they are drinking. Let me do that, and then they are feeding these things, and for us consuming it also is depositing in our body. I wanted you to explain that for me. Those are one of the questions that I wanted to ask you.
Okay, so you see, we in this our country, we are used to, we believe so much in knowledge that we don't have. Some of us, we've turned ourselves to doctors, we've turned ourselves to veterinary doctors, we've turned ourselves to mechanics, we've turned ourselves to talk about anything.
Talk about trades.
So, and this is creating more harm than good. It is very right that antibiotic deposit comes from this livestock that you consume.
Yeah.
Talk about cows,
chickens,
chickens. And all that. So sometimes the antibiotics being used for this treatment in these poultries, sometimes they are used for prophylaxis. That means they don't see anything happening to those chicken or those birds or those.
Just before anything happens. Yeah, they do it every
and all
morning.
that. And that puts the drug deposit in the meat that is produced from this livestock.
So no matter the cooking that you cook, is still going to be
still going to be there. It's not an organism that dies by maybe you eat them, you subject them to high temperatures and all that. No, that doesn't happen.
So that means this particular drug doesn't have any effect, like negatively, because if they are giving
it does.
So no, I'm talking about the livestock, not us. Yeah, it does have a very, very bad effect on us, because that's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the livestock because I'm wondering how an animal will be taking this thing, and then we, the last consumers of this thing, are going to be the ones suffering from it. So that means maybe it doesn't have any effect on the animals, or what? Why exactly are they giving the animals those things?
Drug resistance to happen in
animals.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
And what happens is that when we now consume this produce, we take these, we call them superbugs, because they've been exposed to these drugs over time, and they've built immunities against them. And that is one. And we have zoonotic diseases, which is from animals to humans.
Yeah.
So as it affects them, it affects us too.
Okay.
And that is where the role of policies come in. That is where it comes in.
All right, interesting. I know you're enjoying yourself on the conversation this morning on Perspective. We're discussing the crucial role of medical laboratory scientists in the fight of antimicrobial resistance, and we have Mr. Oluwafemi Peters Oladele on the conversation. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we dissect and ponder better on this issue. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please sip your coffee. We'll be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV.
At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrives.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and a lot more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Well, I appreciate you for still staying there and watching Perspective on ConsumerHallaTV. This is where we have discussions about pressing issues and burning issues making the round. And on the conversation, we are having something important that it's crucial to talk about. That is the crucial role of a medical laboratory scientist in the fight against antimicrobial resistance. And we have Mr. Oluwafemi Peters Oladele on the conversation. Now let's get to it. What are the implications of AMR on Nigeria's healthcare system?
So when we talk about how this directly affect our healthcare system, one of the things we'll talk about is the effect of AMR, which is treatment failure. You notice that you keep on treating the same thing over and over again, and then this is increasing the burden on our healthcare system. So take for example, another topic is this typhoid thing. When people say that I have typhoid, and I have this thing, I have that, how do you know you have typhoid? Because before you have typhoid, the way you ingest salmonella is, have you taken any dirty water? Did you, how are you sure that? You can't even assert. If you have typhoid, you won't be the one to tell us you have typhoid. So you just say people just when they feel fever or they are pooing, they tell you that they have typhoid.
Or diarrhea.
Or diarrhea. which of course increases the burden, the healthcare burden we are faced with in the healthcare space. Where treatments now fail. We are now burdened with the fact that researchers will now have to look for new drug that can treat these infections.
All right, I love this conversation a lot because it has to do with the daily lives of we Nigerians 24/7. And now you've told us about the implications of AMR on the healthcare system in Nigeria. So what step can Nigerians take to prevent AMR? And how can we promote the awareness? Because she mentioned about the awareness earlier on and about responsible antibiotic use, because there is a whole lot of misuse outside there.
Yeah, that is why I must commend platforms like ConsumerHalla TV, which gives the privilege to put out this information there, because they say knowledge is power.
Yeah, it is.
More of these things are health behaviors that we've learned over generations. You see your mother treat any small thing, gives you anti-malaria, gives you 1 dose of antibiotics. When you give birth to, you believe that that is the pattern. And when you've seen it work once, you believe that it will continue to work. So it is on every one of us to put out that information. Like I must commend you telling your friend about the need to go to the hospital to get tested, to get proper treatment. And then I must commend also you giving your mother a feedback that, okay, this is what I went through.
Till now.
But believe me, you've passed the message.
They don't listen. These are our mothers. They don't listen. You tell them a lot of things. They'll be like, and your mom saying, you these children of nowadays. Do you know what's funny is that I feel like what you're saying is very true. It's like a generational thing. My mother did it, so why is it going to be a problem for me? This issue of dusting powder, all this rub for children. If I tell my mother, when I give birth, you will not shake my baby because of shaking baby syndrome. She doesn't believe any of that. Didn't I do it for you? You know how did it?
Did you die?
She tell me, shock, like you know all those. They are very funny that there are things that, and I now explain to her that. Do you notice that the mortality rate in the country has dropped because people that are giving birth after you guys are more aware. You can't compare the mortality rate of when you were giving birth as at that time, even up to 2007, compared to it now. Even we losing mothers now, some mothers already have their birth plan. They will ask you, do you have blood in store for me? Because they are informed of all of these things. So, but the older generation would not listen. They would not listen to you because we have that issue. And these are issues that I feel like the public healthcare system needs to address. Maybe there's a need for just not taking drugs to rural area. There is a need for proper education And I love the fact that you came here this morning to address people, to let them know that this is what is going on in the country. You having your baby on the same bed with you is as you saying that you want to just kill that child. God forbid, a lot of people's children die. You just see them, oh, we slept together yesterday, now what happened? You might have rolled, or the people might have rolled and suffocated, but they don't understand any of this because they've been doing it, and so it is very, very safe and practical, which is not always like that.
Very true.
All right. Now, what do you think is the fears of Nigerians that make them neglect hospitals and laboratory when they are feeling ill and prefer to do self-medication? Because this is becoming alarming, and right now we need to create that awareness that what you're doing is bad, and it's high time people stop it and do the right thing at the right time.
You see, one of the things I must commend the Lagos state government for is their role in helping to reduce payment of healthcare services out of pocket.
Okay.
So you see the Lagos state, what do they call them now? I think, is it Lamasa or something, that are in charge of HMOs, Lagos State
HMOs,
Health Management
organizations.
Yes. So you see them going to rural communities to tell them that, okay, you can be on this platform and then you don't need to pay for healthcare services.
A lot of them actually.
So,
Niger girls, I've seen a lot.
Yeah. So one of the major contributors for people not patronizing it's money. And would you blame them?
No.
Because the economy has affected the healthcare system too. Take for example, some years ago, I'm a medical laboratory scientist. One of our reagents used in testing HIV used to sell for 18,000 naira. Guess how much it is now?
Just to test for HIV.
As in the kit used
for
testing. Guess how much it is now?
How much?
I
120,000.
was thinking about that.
18,000.
From 18,000.
That was when?
That was about a year ago or a year and a half.
That's 2023. Let us say 2023.
Let's say 2023.
Wow.
Now it's 120,000. Where would the money come from? People will pay. So one of the major reasons why people don't use healthcare facilities is because of money. And then the solution to that is we should encourage our people to be on HMO platforms.
So it's not only because many people think HMO is just for office people, 9 to 5.
No.
So it's not just for office people.
No, it's not. It's not. It's
Mm.
not. With the policy in Lagos State that every worker must be on HMO. If you are employing more than 5 staff, you must place them on HMO.
So Ilera Eco is also like an HMO.
Yes.
Because I know that Ilera Eco, I think it's for elderly. Is it just for elderly people? It's just
No,
for
it's for everybody.
Okay, okay. That one is for reducing
Yeah.
the money. But it only works for public hospitals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You've commended the Lagos State government in charge of HMOs and all of that. How can the government and the private sector support the medical laboratory scientists in the fight against AMR?
Okay, one of the things that we can do, and we that will help the system, is for research and development.
Okay.
Because when this occurs, new drugs must be discovered, and also funding. Help our system to get funding, so that we can help better place our healthcare system. So there are many ways, and help in surveillance also. So these are ways that the public and private partnerships can help in curbing this particular issue, because it's a menace.
It is.
It is a menace. According to the World Health Organization, about 1.2 million people face this yearly.
Yearly, not the total. Wow.
All
Sorry,
right.
before you
Okay.
go, because I know we are almost at the end of the
Definitely.
program, I want you to help educate the audience watching right now at home and people are going to still watch the program after we are done with this program about the fact that AMR is a very important conversation and it's a very important issue that is affecting us. Does it have a cure? These are things I know many of us will want to know. Is it curable, or once you have that particular resistance, you have to be placed on other diagnoses?
Well, antimicrobial resistance for organisms, it's not curable, and it's not, how do I put this now? Malaria is UTI is an infection, it's a disease. STIs can be diseases and all that. But for antimicrobial resistance, it can happen across board. It can happen to just anything, any disease. So if you are resistant to a drug, the thing is that we try to get other drugs that can work for you.
That's what we're talking about, the personalized medication.
So,
and that's a lot of money, more than the one you're supposed to avoid.
The thing is that if a drug A doesn't work for you, we look for higher strength, which will cost you more money.
You could have avoided that by going to the hospital or by going to a laboratory to, check on what is going on. So what we are saying is that if you develop this particular resistance, which is AMR, antimicrobial resistance, there is no cure for it. So you need, you and your medical team need to look for other medications that would work for you. And trust me, if you don't know that you have this particular issue, it is also an issue that can lead to death. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Because there's some people that go for major surgeries and then they have infection from those surgeries, but you cannot treat them with antifungal or anti-malaria anymore because you're already used to that particular one and it's not working for you. And these infections can be, a facilitator of death. A lot of people have died due to this particular issue. So that's what we are talking about this morning.
All right,
Thank you.
interesting. Now to brush things up because we have to round the conversation up this morning. What message would you like to convey to Nigerians about the importance of the medical laboratory scientists in combating AMR?
What I would say to us is, beyond seeking medical attention, make sure that when you have things like UTIs, get tested.
Exactly.
Because that's the only way you can know what drug will work for you.
That's true.
Drugs is not one shoe fits all. It's not one shoe fits all. The same this infection that person A has and person B has, maybe one of the drugs can treat A and not treat B.
Really?
So it's due to the exposures we've had over time.
Okay.
So the thing is, when you have you believe that you are feeling sick, seek proper medical attention.
Please do.
And then when you need to use antibiotics, your doctor needs to use antibiotics on you, get tested.
All right, interesting. It's been a insightful and engaging conversation with the help of Mr. Oluwafemi Peters Oladele, joining us on Perspective Live in the studio this beautiful morning to talk about the crucial role of a medical laboratory scientist in the fight against antimicrobial resistance. And hopefully you've said all these things. I hope we, because I don't want to use Nigerians, because we all are Nigerians, so I hope we act swiftly to all these things, and definitely we might overcome the issue of AMR in Nigeria. It's a very beautiful conversation. Mr. Oluwafemi, thank you so much for joining us on the conversation once again. All right, we need to bring all things to an end on Perspective, another beautiful edition of Perspective will be back tomorrow. Remember, Perspective is where we talk about all the pressing and burning issues making the round. I am Iri Ayo Mikoleke. Bye for now, and do well to enjoy the rest of your day by being productive.
My name is Tunde Olufowora. I'm the CEO of Brand Eye Communications. We are the we call the publisher or the owner of the new initiative called ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is actually Nigeria's first consumer-centered, or call it consumer-centric television platform that aims to bring voice to the over 220 million Nigerians. It was a vision that came to my heart about 10 years ago. I remember that I was traveling. I traveled out of the country, on airline, and I had this unpleasant experience. It was a trip to an African country from Nigeria, and I actually went with a local flight from Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention the name of the airline, and then it was to South Africa, and we landed in South Africa, and let me just paraphrase it. When I was coming back, I had some money, some dollars, and that someone had given to me to hand over to another person in Nigeria. So I wanted to help out. I didn't want to carry the cash on myself. So for whatever reason, I opted to. I had a small case, and I felt that it was safer for me to put the money in my luggage. So I put it in a safe place in my luggage, got everything intact, and I checked in my luggage. My arrival in Nigeria, I was standing and was waiting by the carousel just so that I could pick up my luggage, and then I was there for 1 hour and waiting for my luggage. I didn't know that my luggage already arrived, and it was one of the luggage that was moving around on the carousel. So after about 1 hour wait, I looked to my left and my right. Almost everybody had gone. I think there were just about 2 or 3 left. So I beckoned on the woman that was on my side, and I noticed she was really in tears. Madam, what happened? She said, her bag has just been torn and a lot of things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it. And since that day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on, I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, "Okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA?" Anyway, so I went on BA to US. And of course, when I returned from US to Nigeria, we had to do, of course, there'll be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. I mean, clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy. You know, the whole of that business economy all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot, and then I was watching, and then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, "We're really very sorry about this." He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. "So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing." While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve they couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they came up and said, "We're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get." So trust Nigerians, you need to hear how everybody was jubilating. But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on BA. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenience, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. I mean, it was my first time with BA, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny, talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. My officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they brought this parcel wrapped. I opened it, and boom, I brought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from BA. So what's the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible, no apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, will have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking in my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Hala came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHallaTV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHallaTV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government, because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy, all right? We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team, we have lawyers that are registered on our platform, all right, that can also take up cases, okay? So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So, ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers to, we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end. And yet, they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country. None. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers, we bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience.
Hello there, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on ConsumerHallaTV News at 10. I am Ire Ayomikonle Eke. We begin the news at 10 as Nigeria and Turkey have stepped up moves to deepen military and defense collaboration following high-level talks between the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tugar, and his Turkish counterpart, Hakan Fidan, in Ankara. The talks held ahead of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's state visit to Turkey also focused on strengthening the political, economic, security, and multilateral cooperation. In a statement issued yesterday in the FCT by Mr. Tugar, Special Advisor on Media and Communication Strategy, Al-Qasim Abdul-Kadir, made it known that the minister said the engagement underscored the growing strategic nature of relations between two countries and effort to deepen bilateral cooperation. According to the statement, Mr. Tugar and Mr. Fidan reviewed the existing bilateral ties and identified the new areas for collaboration. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, says Nigerian workers are beginning to see higher take-home pay following a reduction in pay-as-you-earn deductions under the country's newly implemented tax law. Mr. Oyedele stated this in a post on X yesterday, citing feedback from employees who have received the January 2026 salaries. According to him, early indications suggest that the new tax framework is already easing the tax burden on workers, particularly salary earners, whose taxes are deducted at source. The development also comes as the federal government begins implementing sweeping tax reforms aimed at improving disposable income, supporting economic growth, and simplifying tax administration across the country. And now let's talk about currency, as the Nigerian naira exhibited various responses amid the US dollar weakening in the global market. The naira has shown little to no improvement and even weakened in some sessions when the US dollar has weakened overall. The naira official spot rate being around 1,409 naira to 1,421 per dollar, and the naira did not strengthen in the foreign exchange market despite a weaker US dollar, but rather declined in value even when compared to other emerging market currencies. The primary reason has been Nigerian specific amid relatively thin foreign exchange liquidity and supply constraints at the official window, and as well as the low dollar inflows, which is a structure reliant on oil revenues. Away from there, the Nigeria Customs Service has recorded a major revenue milestone in 2025, generating a total of 7 trillion naira, marking one of its strongest financial performances in recent years. The Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adeniyi, disclosed this yesterday in Abuja while delivering an address at the 2026 World Customs Day celebration, where he highlighted the impact of reforms, technology deployment, and enhanced stakeholder engagement on the agency performance. He said the revenue at ton exceeded the service-approved annual target of 6.5 trillion naira by 697 billion naira, reflecting a positive variance of more than 10% above expectations. According to him, the revenue figure represents a growth of over 10% above the target and a year-on-year increase of about 19% compared to the 6.1 trillion naira collected in 2024. And in a new development that now, in a new portion local content, Dangote Cement PLC has inducted almost 200 newly trained engineers and professionals into its workforce after the completion of its 18-month graduate training program. In a statement, the company said many of the graduates have already been integrated into its operations in Nigeria and other African countries, positioning them for long-term leadership roles within the group. The trainees drawn from engineering, finance, IT, and other disciplines underwent a structured development process, combining classroom learning at the Dangote Academy with hands-on experience across the company's 4 cement plant and its head office. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Arvind Pathak, said the induction ceremony was organized to celebrate both the new recruits and long-serving employees who have contributed to the company's growth. Away from the Dangote now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has congratulated Chevron Nigeria Limited, operator of the NNPC Limited and the CNL joint venture, on the successful completion of the Awodi 07 appraisal and exploration well located in the shallow offshore western Niger Delta. The Awodi 07 well was drilled as part of the joint venture's ongoing effort to further delineate and unlock hydrocarbon potential within its asset portfolio. A statement by the Chief Corporate Communications Officer at NNPC Limited, Mr. Randy Ode, yesterday noted that the drilling operations commenced in late November 2025 and were concluded in mid-December 2025, with all activities executed safely, efficiently, and in strict compliance with approved operational and regulatory standards. And you're just joining us now, this is ConsumerHallaTV News at 10. The Nigeria's money supply grew by 1.2% month-on-month to 124 trillion naira in December 2025 from 122 trillion naira of the previous month. This latest development is contained in the Central Bank of Nigeria Money and Credit Statistic that was released over the weekend. The data indicated that the money supply component also recorded increase during the period except the